Hey, how's everybody doing today? So here's an update. I'm getting the bed put on. And so it's not going to be that hard. This thing actually lines up pretty good. So I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do. And we'll just go from there. Okay, so back here on the back of the frame, I notched. This is a square tube frame, so I just notched the top of it, and this is actually set in the back of the bed, is sitting right where it needs to be. And so all I got to do is build roughly a 3/4 inch shim there. So there's the side of it, side view. The bed still's got to go forward roughly about an inch. And so, I mean, that just really centers up that tire in the wheel well nicely. And so that's where I ended up with the 3 inches. From the last video, I said 3 inches and I didn't explain it very well. Because this wheel well has this slope here, I set the bed just about another inch forward. So that tire and wheel would center up in that wheel well a little bit better. So let me push this forward real quick and let's see if, so yeah. And so that's where the tire is going to ride in the wheel well. And from the stock location, the rear end actually set forward in that wheel well more so than what this does now. So I think it's going to look great, especially when them wheels show up, if they ever show up. So I have this, which is UMHW. And so I think I'm just going to cut 2 3/4 inch shims out of this. And I'm going to square it up instead of having circular. And I am going to put that right underneath there. I'm going to get my measurements first. And double check everything, make sure, because I want this bed to set on here perfect. I did get most of the body work done on the passenger side. And so it's looking pretty good. It's definitely not ready to paint body work done, but it's really close. I just need to put on some guide coat and start sanding it probably with some 180 grit and find out where my highs and lows are. I haven't done anything of that yet, but I did use 2 different color primers. So that way it kind of shows me when I'm sanding where I'm at. So I know where I'm getting down to. As you can tell, I still have not done the back of the cab, other than the driver's side corner. And I still have, it's welded for the most part. There is a few places I need to finish up. I just got really excited and I wanted to put the bed on the pickup. And so there you have it. This is what we got right now. I need to pull the front of the bed there. I need to bring it up. I just took my block out so I could get some measurements. My block was 3/4 of an inch, so I have to add 3/4 of an inch to whatever measurement I get. But like I said, this winter is where I'm going to be doing most of the body work at. I'm going to reskin the doors. I'm going to put new fenders on it. Probably new inner wheel wells, inner tubs. I'll probably do bed tubs. I'm kind of waiting for them wheels to show up before I do a whole lot of anything back here. And then you guys got to let me know what you think. I'm thinking about a 2 in the front and a 3, possibly 4 in the rear, because the springs in the rear now aren't carrying the weight that they were. And I mean, this thing is raked. It has a lot of rake to it, and I want it to set low and pretty level, maybe an inch higher in the rear. But I believe this thing is setting 3, maybe even 4 inches higher in the rear than the front. So let me know what you guys think on stance wise. And I know, once again, I need to get the wheels and tires under it that I'm going to run before I really do any of that. And let's see what it looks like then. But right now I'm thinking a 2 in the front and a 4 in the rear. And make that suck. And I believe it'll still have a little bit of rake to it in the rear. But I think that would look really cherry. So let me know what you guys think. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Let me, comment below, all that good stuff. And I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it. Okay, so on the front of the bed, I'm going to build the towers to mount this bed, just like the towers that were on the stock frame, the 1962 frame. And so is what I've done is I went and bought some flat 3/16 metal, and I am going to bend, come in 1 inch. I'm going to bend it up for whatever measurement I end up with from here to the frame. And so I'll come here, I'll bend it up, I'll come across roughly 2 inches, then I'm going to come back down, and then I'm going to go 1 inch. The only difference is I'm going to weld these to the frame where the other ones were riveted. But I can go buy all the stuff to put nut inserts and stuff in the frame. But I think I'm just going to weld it. This frame is square tubed frame, and so there's no way to really get inside of it to put nuts or bolts to bolt the mounting bracket to the frame. So I'm just going to weld it in once I get my measurements, get it all bent, and I'm going to put let's see, I want to build one here for here. I'm going to build one for over there, and then where this comes off the wheel well here, obviously I had to cut that, so I'm going to come off the frame here, and I don't know, maybe I'll come with a 45 bracket, start down here and come in and make it fit inside of here. And then that way I can use this last bolt on here to bolt this tub down to it. And so that's my idea right now. I'm not too sure about what I'm going to do there, but that's kind of what I've come up with. Like I said, the back is going to be really simple. The hardest part of this is going to be right here, which I don't even think that's going to be really tough. And for you guys out there that don't like welding the frames, look at this. Everything is welded to frame. Nothing is bolted. Everything. And so it doesn't bother me to weld to a frame. Plus I was a fabricator years ago, and I used to cut motorhomes right in half and extend them for whatever length they were. And so pretty up to date on what I need to do there. So I think I'll just come off of here, come across, come up 45, make it fit inside of this tube or this C channel, and then drill my hole to where this bolt for the wheel tub and the wood picks up right there, and that's another mounting point. And I think really that's all I'm going to need. 6 mounting points for this light bed. I'm not going to pack anything in it. Maybe a suitcase, my wife's stuff, suitcase, but nothing heavy. It'll never carry nothing heavy. I'm going to do a nice wood floor in this, and so I don't want to scratch it all up. I am going to have to raise the floor a little bit, roughly 3.5 inches by the measurements I've got so far, which is not bad. I am still going to be able to put a tonneau cover on this or some sort of cover, and it's going to have a nice floor. You're still going to be able to put stuff in. I mean, clear down into here. And so, I mean, I gotta build it tall enough to come up here over the top of the shock tower. But I gotta get it all mounted first, and then start doing the measurements, and then I'll build a subfloor. So, thank you guys once again.